see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Made a killing and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
Well, Coach, the calendar may say autumn, but temperatures are still pretty sweltering here in North Florida. But the good news, the radar is clear. Still, hydration will be key today at TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Buffalo Bills and the Jacksonville Jaguars. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up. Ready, set. 55. Check 55.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
That's good for a Jacksonville first and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10.
So we got man. Right there, 54, right there. 54, Mike. Go. We need some therapy after this. Go. Mike, 54 is Mike. Check it. Hey. 54. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field. Defense.
They'll set up to throw. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17. Pretty good start there on plays 1 and 2.
And not discriminating at all, is he? Make sure he's spreading it around on the first 2 throws of the game. 2 different parts of the field as well.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back.
They'll look to throw. Open man is Hill. He's got it. 23 yards on the play.
Well, I mean to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it? It's like, okay, we've got a matchup we like coming right out of the gate. Let's go ahead and get right to it.
I got him. Watch 36. Yep, this the night. Check. Gone. 3. Check, go.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Finding Knox there, complete. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's
got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. From 6 yards away. And the Jaguars drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Building confidence after a loss, that's a good way to do it. The loss last game, but first drive here in this one, cashing it in for 6.
Hey, they can talk all they want about putting a loss behind them. I think that drive there did more than any conversation they had, don't you think?
That's exactly right. Puts that to bed. And this is what they said all week long. A lot of things they needed to do differently. But whatever they said appears to have worked. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Ready? It's 50. Plant. Go your jump. 49. Check 49.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now with a play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout call. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. 2nd and 9 now. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there of 22.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Ready. Check mark 54. Exit. 54. Check tight. Check tight. Yeah, go.
Back to throw now on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They come up in an offset eye. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Breida. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
This Buffalo defense has stood their ground. This is 3rd and goal. Now back to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Tyreek Hill, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board.
Hey, wahoo! 57's mine. Yo. 57's the mic. 55.
Looking to throw on second down. Lawrence firing quickly here, and that's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Ready. 8, read. Come on, dude. Hey, echo. 57, Mike, 57. Hey. 57's the mic.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. Now a pass that's taken in by Hill. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14, Bills, nothing.
Let's go now. And Lobo, on the screen, Charlie. Zip, screen.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Looking to throw. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Vita Vea in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to fourth down.
Brings up fourth down.
On fourth down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. Pulled in at the 24. A big-time return there, 40 yards. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
In your face. 25, check 25, check 25. Check next.
A run for Nick Chubb. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Looking to throw. Lawrence. He's got his man on the crossing route. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Dante Pettis, his first touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7.
14-7.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
The Jaguars take over. Get ready, at their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. Go, go. Here, one.
2nd and 3. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
They go quickly here out to Moore. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike. We ain't giving it. Leo. Check. Hey. Slam the ball. Ready.
Back to throw. back to Moore. Complete again. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Add this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays.
That's good for another Jacksonville 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
This quarterback now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. He'll drop to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback. I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a game.
To throw on 2nd down, Lawrence. This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. And they work this out past the 25. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now a dump off here complete. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he's got his tight end, Oliver. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a pickup of 17 on that one, and a Bills 1st down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
This quarterback now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. Hey, come on, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Ready?
Operating from the gun, Lawrence. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 12 yards that time, and a Bills 1st down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Rush in.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Let's go, D. Tighten up.
2nd and 6. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. And he finds McLaurin. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 37. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess that in the locker room, they talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Following the penalty, Chubb. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. 4 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Ready. 53, Mike. It's our field. It's our field. Hey, it's our house.
They run it again with Chubb. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down.
It's been a long day for you. Let's go.
From the gun, Lawrence. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
At their own 29-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. Hey, watch the...
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Rashawn Gary. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. 2nd and long. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Rashawn Gary picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
That's his second sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Let's go, let's go.
And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. The tackle made by Levi Wallace.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's a 2nd and 7 now from their own 7.
Here we go. Hey, exit.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Drops it off for Chubb. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So that last play gives them a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Set, ready? 15, Ronnie. 59. Hey, box truck, box truck. Ready?
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Lawrence in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Who that?
Throwing on 3rd and long. Lawrence. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. Call it a gain of 5. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now. Standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. So this punt sails out of bounds across midfield. Now the question, they're going to spot it right at the 40, the 40-yard line. Checking the NFL scoreboard, they're in the 3rd at MetLife Stadium. That one has really opened up. The Vikings have just scored again. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. A gain of 6 there on first.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Right there in the middle, 55. Let him know, let him know.
2nd and 4. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 7 yards there and a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
They'll look to throw. It's Hill, complete. And some room to work. 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. Tyreek Hill with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point up and good by Sanders. Back now in Jacksonville, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Check 13.
He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
From the gun on 3rd down. Lawrence looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
On 4th down, Lawrence. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's got the hook up to Moore. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
36, Mike, 30, go! Let's go. Watch 36 to Mike. And go!
They'll look to throw here. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Dawson Knox, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Look at me, zipper. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike, get it.
2nd and 5. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. There he goes, right side. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Terry McLaurin, 77 yards. And the Bills get a bit closer. Extra point forthcoming. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now.
Makes the score Jaguars 28, Bills 17.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
2nd and 1. Sideline throw, that's caught by Moore. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
29 is Mike. Mike 29. Yes! You're not ready.
Back to throw here. They complete it to Hill. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Here we go. Here we go. Scene 6. 29 is Mike. Mike 29. Scene. On. Watch the boot. Watch the boot. Shot. Shot. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill, kill. Under 10. 10. Alert flare. Alert flare. Flare. Flare.
He'll look to throw. Able to shake him up. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. They'll set up to throw. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. They're going to look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on fourth.
Ricky. Watch 36 on the ball.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down, and they may be going backward here. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Delta. Watch 36 to Mike. Ready, go.
Back to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory.
36 to Mike. Go. Mike, 36. Mike, 36. Let's go.
He'll look to throw. That's taken in by Callaway.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Watch the twist.
They'll drop to throw. And he's got his target. That's more. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now back to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Vita Vea able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. They'll set up a throw. There goes a deep ball. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off with great anticipation. And he will take it on out to the 20-yard line. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula's not working. Throwing to start the drive. Lawrence. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Go. Bravo.
2nd and 3. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Schwartz. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
Let's go. 60 Pittsburgh. 54. Coming. Hey, watch that. Hey, Alpha. Mike,
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. There on the coverage, knocking that one away, was Mike Edwards. Looking to erase a 2-score deficit here in the fourth quarter, going for some big plays.
Yeah, they certainly were. They just decided one shot, didn't they? Forget trying to move the ball downfield in small little increments. Let's go for the big one. But how about the defense playing situational football, looking at the scoreboard and realizing what can hurt us most? The deep shot. They played it well.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Ready?
To throw again. Lawrence. This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Ready, ready. 70.
So this will be a win for Jacksonville, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Jags, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Bills, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.